Hi, Scott Sullivan here. A lot of you know me as Sully. Dubb has doubled my business in the last year. You are about to go on a journey with Russ Johns. Welcome to I Love Dubb.
Well, the best thing about Dubb is the fact that I can make so many personal contacts with it, and it's so on point.
Why do I love Dubb? Let me count the ways. One, because my friend Russ Johns uses it and he knows things.
Welcome to Love My Dubb, weekly show Wednesdays at 12:15. And I just want to invite you, if you're not following Dubb or you haven't connected yet, well, this is the show for you. We're going to talk about all of the things Dubb and why it's my favorite platform to engage, build relationships, convert contacts into contracts, and do all the things that you need to do in your business. And today I got a couple of special guests that I want to be talking about strategy and a few use cases that you might want to stay tuned. And also in the comments, ask questions. If you have Dubb, if you're using Dubb, if you've thought about using Dubb, ask your questions. This is the place for you to get answers. And also if you're available and in tune with life and we can actually connect, you know, you can always go to LoveMyDubb. And we have, we have LoveMyDubb. Oh, LoveMyDubb Bub typo, but we can actually use the mini course. There's a free mini course that you can actually sign up for, and it gives you 6 days of connection and connectivity and interest. So I want to bring up two individuals today. I want to bring up Darius from the co-founder of Dubb, and also Rob Botts. Rob Botts is instigator of fun and fanatical information from the Dubb team. I'm going to change this out a little bit. So welcome, gentlemen. How are you doing today?
We're good. We're ready to roll.
So thank you so much. As I stated, Darius, I know that we've been doing a lot of different things in the Dubb course and in the Dubb ecosystem. But today I wanted to specifically talk about strategy because there's two camps. There's the simple access to Dubb, which most of us start out in. And then there's actually, you could take it much further and get more advanced, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But the most simple terms is I can actually add a personalized video in my email. And I suspect that's probably the most effective start of using Dubb in an easy way. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So when people are looking to increase their output, increase their effectiveness when it comes to business development and outreach and growing their business, video ends up being the place that they land. And because there is no better way to make that first impression when you're trying to connect with somebody. And so that's where people sort of start. And this is sort of the most basic use case of video is that video message, right? Adding a video to your email, which is the most common form of business communications. Social text message are available as well. But really that first primary use case, adding video to your message. The idea here is instead of typing, right, we're going to record our face, record something that's going to show a visual, and it's going to build trust faster than anything we could do with plain text. So that concept is really the most important thing, because what the technology's done is allowed this concept to come to fruition. So instead of typing emails in virtually the same exact place where you're writing your email, Gmail or Outlook, maybe even LinkedIn, you can record a video instead. One simple button right in the same place that you can type your message. So the concept and the technology are the most important things. And this is where people start. I need to send a video message. Now, there is also an advanced use case that Russ was mentioning, sorry guys, been a long day. Russ had this opportunity he was talking about where maybe you're an established business. Maybe you already have a CRM, a marketing tool. You have something in place. And so Dubb was originally designed to integrate with those existing systems. And so these are really the two types of people we're speaking to today. Whether you are just getting started in your business and you want to start sending more effective messages, or maybe you are already advanced and you're farther along and you have a CRM and a marketing automation and your business is running full speed and you just want to make it more efficient. Those are the two use cases that we're going to cover in today's training.
Well, and I love the simplicity of how you could do it. Just the basics with Dubb. The other thing, Darius, that you brought up to the point is that don't get overwhelmed by the ability to be a complex tool, because the simplicity of just being able to hit the Dubb icon in your Gmail account, record a quick personalized video. I can't tell you how effective and efficient that has been for me in my business and how much response that I've received. And I know, Rob, you are, half the team in the Rev Show, and you and Ruben are doing a lot in the Rev Show. And I suspect that you do a lot of follow-up, you do outreach, and you connect with people using video. Maybe you can share a little bit of your experience in that arena.
Yeah. Thanks, Russ. So Rev Show is a show that Ruben and I do in studio, and it's really all about presenting sales strategies in a different kind of way. So the sales strategy itself could be a little different, a little unique, but also how it's presented in the education of that. So every Rev Show episode on YouTube, we try to start with a concept of, okay, what's the message we're trying to get across? And what do we want to put out there into the ether so sales teams, sales professionals can really learn from these different strategies? For example, one of the ones we use a lot is the giving advantage. So the giving advantage is all about providing a piece of educational content to a lead or a prospect that can either be from your company, some asset or service or information that you're providing to that person, or it could be a piece of educational material unrelated to your company that you're providing in the arena that they're in that industry. So, hey, I thought you'd really benefit from this. Check this out. So we found that it's really a nice gateway to a conversation. A lot of the times in sales today, everyone's talking at each other instead of with each other. So we found that using video in particular, we're presenting these kinds of sales strategies, whether it's the benefit method, giving advantage, all these different things we talk about, it's always through the vehicle of video. And we found that when you're making these videos and you present them and you ask a question to the person that's viewing it, it really enables the person on the other side, one, to think because you've asked them something, and two, they have a wonderful ability to respond through the tech of Dubb. So one of my favorite CTAs is the reply with video. So a lot of the times when you reach out to a prospect and you ask an engaging question, you let them know, hey, click the reply with video button below. Let me know your thoughts. And you'd be surprised when people do that, because once you get a video back from someone and they've made the effort to hit that button and send you something, extremely powerful. So it's really about getting education out into the world and doing it through the vehicle of video.
And I want to get some comments here. Send 5-10 emails with video as replies every day. Absolutely. Shannon also mentioned Scott Sullivan doesn't have tasks like sending out invoices. You are in the right place, Shannon. Loved. And here's another call to action that I often include is bookruss.com. And if you have a question, you have any kind of thought process, you're noodling around and you're thinking about how can I use Dubb? What is the strategy? Just hit bookruss.com, find a spot on the calendar, and I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you. So it's really easy. And actually, Scott also says, Shannon, yes, you can link your systems or create new templates to send out. So this kind of goes into Darius's arena. And Darius, without getting too technical, can you kind of just walk us through the first initial steps after signing up for an account and maybe articulate some of the ideas so people can get a handle on what that looks like for their environment?
Exactly. I'm going to talk about two specific use cases like that I mentioned in the beginning there. If you are brand new, trying to expand your business. And then I'm also going to give the example, if you already have a business sort of running, everything's operating and you just want to enhance what you're doing. the first use case is, like I said, you're relatively new. Maybe you have a business, you have something started, but your systems, like you don't have a marketing automation platform. You're getting new into the technology. The basics of what you're going to do is as simple as pressing record. So once you sign up to Dubb, you're going to land on a dashboard, and there's a record button right there, a red record button. You can press the video record button there, record a video. As soon as that's done, it's going to take you to the sharing page, where there's going to be a nice little pop-up doing this. Some people get annoyed by it, but it says, click here to share your video.
Yeah.
And that button will allow you to share this video into any method of communication, an email, social media, a text message, anywhere you can send a message from your desktop. So as far as simplicity goes, 3 or 4 clicks and you're able to put a video into your email without setting up anything extra, just right after the sign-up process.
And that is an amazing experience. And I think one of the things that a lot of people get overwhelmed by technology.
Yep.
So there's two areas, and I think Rob and Ruben carry it over in the Rev Show a number of times, but it's press record, click record, like in Ruben's book, click record, and just take the initiative to do that. And sometimes, whether it be podcasting and you hear your voice for the first time, or you see your face on the recording first time, it's like, I don't like this. However, if you get used to it, the advantages far outweigh the fears that you have about recording. And maybe Rob, you can actually talk about that a little bit in your experience of recording and improving the video, and how people can get comfortable with that strategy.
Well, there's 2 different exercises you can do in terms of getting comfortable seeing yourself on video in front of that. One of the ones that I like to do, I've done a lot over the years, and I think it works. Go to a mirror and talk into the mirror. Like literally talk to yourself. Do the cadence into the mirror. Speak, speak, speak. Now, when you do this, you would think, oh, I'm going to be distracted by looking at my face. No, you're going to get used to seeing yourself talk. Another thing that works really well is if you're reading something on your phone, whatever it is, read it out loud. Get used to speaking out loud. That helps with the cadence and your verbiage. The other thing, when you actually sit down to do a video, if you have any kind of, and I've had numerous conversations about this, any kind of insecurity or you're worried about something, remember, if you ever met someone in person for a sales meeting and you're sitting down and talking with them, what are you focusing on? You're focusing on them, the person sitting right across from you. You're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about the person you're speaking to. So with video, there's a number of advantages. One is you're not live. You can do this as many times as you'd like, but you've got to remember, it's not about being perfect. It's just about being yourself. So when you're looking into the camera, remember, you're speaking to that other person. You're not worrying about you. You're talking to that other person. And those kind of things have really helped.
I really, I really like that idea. And I talk to myself all the time. And sometimes I even get an answer. And after years of podcasting, I've heard it so many times. It's like, is that how I really sound? Is that how I really sound? And you just have to accept what it is. And just like any instrument, it's the practice, it's the repetition, it's just hitting it out there and going. It's like you have an opportunity to actually produce some amazing content and share your message and your gift with the world, so you can actually produce results. The beautiful thing about it, Dubb, and the way it's used is if you even have a Gmail account and you can actually just place an email in there. And Darius, you said this earlier, I've never received a response back from an email, but I have received a response back from a video message that I've sent. Maybe you can expand on that a little bit.
Right. So, okay. Anyone that's been in business for any length of time, right? We've all written emails to grow our business, and I'm a good writer, right? I write, as a hobby, I like a professional sort of like book novelist and stuff. So like, I'm a good writer. I know other people are really good writers, but no one's ever written back to a business email and said, wow, this is amazing. That you're like an eloquent, well-spoken writer. This is incredible. The most amazing copy I've ever written. Right. No one's ever gotten that response. Maybe they said, hey, good email, let's talk, something like that. When you send videos to people will respond with messages like that. Like, wow, this was incredible. I've never received a message like this. It's so great to meet you. This was so cool. People are above and beyond impressed when they receive these type of messages. Now, if they've received hundreds of video messages in the past, that given person may not be as impressed. Like me, myself, if I receive a video message, I understand the technology. I'm not going to go, wow, holy crap. But there will be a whole bunch of people out there that will respond like that. And this is an opportunity you just don't have any other way. There's no other way to replicate that sort of amazing reaction you're going to get from these types of messages.
I've actually had people pick up the phone and call me and say,
I had to tell you how awesome
I never received an email like that before. I actually had my wife come over and take a look at it. We played it 3 times. And
that's awesome.
And the thing that people realize, we're inside the bubble. We live and breathe and think about automation, campaigns, and all of the things that go along with, video and getting the message out, marketing, media. And the reality is not everybody is in the bubble that we're in. And so if you step in, you have the resources and availability to receive assistance and support. Start small, get the free introduction to Dubb. You can actually I actually have I think I shared it here. If I didn't share it, I will beat myself up. But let me see. Here's the link to sign up. It's dubb.com/r/RussJohns. Very simple. Now that's my affiliate link because I'm the #1 fan of Dubb, and I'm self-professed at being the #1 fan of Dubb. So if you want to start Dubb and you go through the mini course, I'm also offering a 30-minute strategy session. So you're not left in the dark, and you have support and you have everything that you need. And also, Darius, you do a daily, we're talking daily, 5 days a week, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a Q&A session with anybody who wants to join in and actually ask questions, get some support, assistance, and everything else. Correct?
This is exactly what I recommend for anyone that's on the fence or hasn't gotten started yet, or maybe started but didn't finish. What you should do is sign up, use John's link, Russ's link here, and then we're going to attend a live training. That's what Russ was just mentioning. I host a live training session 5 days a week, 10 a.m. Pacific. You can come anytime. You can request a recording. Come to that session, see a demonstration, see what the platform is all about, how it can help your business. And then when you have specifics, when you're like, okay, I see this, but now how does it connect to my specific thing? Grab a time with Russ. So you have all these resources available. You have live trainings, there's email support, chat support. And then when you need this one-to-one support, there is an opportunity to really expand this all the way into your business, which I touched on a little bit. I mentioned there's the basic really starting use case, click that plus button, drop it into your email. But then there's a whole monster here that can change your business. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where Russ can really help too, is implementing the rest of the systems, because we just scratched the surface here. The video message is like this much of it. There's a whole CRM, a whole marketing automation platform. There's a whole stack of technology here that we're waiting to explore.
Well, just as an example, my LoveMyDubb and the free 6-day mini course actually is delivered with Dubb. So I'm using Dubb to deliver Dubb content and strategy and support. And so if you want to see an example of that, just go to the course, LoveMyDubb.com, and start the free mini course. Just sign up for it, and you can see some of the technology behind that is a little more advanced, but not impossible to learn. And I'm going to be working with Scott Sullivan here, Sully, for somebody. And Darius is awesome. He's accessible and so helpful. Absolutely. And Scott says, I am #2. So we're all fans. The reality is, though, think about the possibility of making a deeper, stronger relationship with people and all of the things that go into this, and how you can actually adjust and maneuver through the next steps in your business. And I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that you've noticed with maybe a unique use case, Rob. Maybe you could share a unique use case and something that you've noticed while you've been here helping out with Dubb?
Kind of the two that come to mind. One is when I interviewed a Dubb subscriber, she was so detailed about how not only has Dubb helped her business in terms of outreach, sales, all that good stuff, but also internally communication with her staff and employees. So she found that when she was sending text-based tasks and reminders and things to do for the day, as opposed to a video she created for her team, retention was better and just responses were better in terms of getting things done. So from an internal perspective, Dubb was super, super helpful. That was something that was really neat. And then other use cases that have been so powerful for Dubb subscribers have been getting testimonials. Using the reply with video button to get testimonials, because one of the hardest things, especially today, is meeting synchronously. It can be hard sometimes in terms of scheduling, get everything you need. So all you do is you make a Dubb video. Hey, listen, when you have a moment, click the reply with video button. Would love to get your thoughts on why you love our service or product. Send it right back to me whenever you get a moment. Thank you so much. A lot of Dubb subscribers do that for their business, and they're able to create showcase pages, which Darius could talk about, and then put testimonials on their site. So gathering these things with such ease and convenience for the other person is really, really cool. So those two use cases of internal use and gathering testimonials, really powerful.
I want to share another use case that I think is incredibly powerful that you may have seen others do is what's it called, Darius? Where you put multiple videos in
the showcase.
Yeah. Dead brain here. The showcase is one of the tools that I use if I have a coaching client that, needs some additional tutoring and coaching. What I'll do is I'll go through the coaching session, and then anything that I didn't cover during the session, I'll record those videos and put them in a showcase. And all of those recordings, all of the information or any of the small details that they want to know about, I'll put it in a showcase and then share it out with them. And that's a great container for actually, for coaching clients or content creators that want to do some work. You could put that in the showcase. I've used it for testimonials as well. But the most latest, most useful has been sharing those courses out and those tutorials out for clients. So that's kind of a unique case. Have you seen anybody else doing that?
I was going to say too, you mentioned the course delivery that we're sort of doing with this mini course, and you're definitely not alone there. So while Dubb is not designed to be a course distribution platform, it can be used for anything, right? That CRM functionality with the automations, the showcases. This is what I was describing in the beginning, where if you want to start simple, right? I want to add a video to my email. Great, we got you here. But when you're ready to expand this technology into every other part of your business, into like what we just mentioned, internal comms, testimonial collection, post sales, marketing, any aspect of your business can be improved, the performance of it, by leveraging our technology here, by putting video and the ability to capture leads, CRM, automations. Each of these sections can be distributed sort of throughout your business as you're ready to go. So the platform's there ready from day one to be as complex or as simple as you need to. And it's sort of as you're ready to explore, as you're ready to expand your marketing and your technology efforts, we're here to sort of accommodate those needs.
Hey, Russ, one more case scenario here. And this is kind of a different one that we had. We interviewed one Dubb subscriber, and he worked for a company where they lost a client, and the client didn't want to be part of the company anymore, didn't want the services, or some misunderstanding, didn't want to call, didn't want to talk to anyone, didn't want to jump on Skype, anything. So the Dubb subscriber who uses Dubb was like, you know what? I'm going to totally respect the person's wishes, but I'm going to send them a Dubb video. So they sent a Dubb video, and it was perfect because it was an asynchronous piece of content where they didn't have to be on the phone with anyone, they didn't have to speak to anyone, they could watch that video when they wanted to watch it. And all it was a heartfelt apology and said, look, if you ever decide to come back, we welcome you back, blah, 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 that kind of thing. The person came back because they respected the fact that they weren't hounded. They were given a piece of content that they could review on their own and make their own decisions. So if there are businesses out there that have the client retention or they've lost some clients, think about using Dubb for that kind of outreach instead of actually trying to synchronously speak with them. Let them make that decision on their own with the content.
I love the use of a self-paced course, something that I can consume. And after a few years of Zoom fatigue and everybody being online, it's like, I want to consume this when I want to consume it. I don't want to have to show up at a certain time and sit through a 90-minute seminar and get one piece of information that I might need or I could use. So if I can actually consume it at my own pace, that's even with Dubb, in the 6-day mini course, it's delivered on a regular frequency. However, you don't have to open that email. You can open that email when you want to open that email. You can consume the information when you want to consume that. So that's a great point, Rob. And I think it's really important for us to understand that the way and the beautiful, elegant way that Dubb has been developed is it's able to be maneuvered and used in a way that works for your business. It's not a one way done this way and that's my way or the highway kind of mentality. It's structured fairly open, and the idea that it can be used for simplicity, it can be used for medium complex issues, and it can actually be used for a full-on CRM and delivery and automation and campaigns and everything that goes along with that. And I think that that's something that we all need to understand and maybe continue to share out with the world, because that's where the value really succeeds. Is I don't have to change platforms to increase my flexibility and my functionality. And you've probably seen people graduate from that as well, Darius. Maybe you can share a few more points about that. You're on mute, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of technology out there. And we're huge proponents of it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. So
Yep.
As I mentioned, if you're a more advanced user and you love your MailChimp account or something like the Active Campaign, excellent. We're designed to integrate with any system like that. So that's a huge thing that I always work with people is if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? Continue to use what's there. Let's just enhance the things that we're doing. What's working, let's make it better. And if we're not doing certain things, let's add those to the mix. So what I find when I work with people is there's a lot of holes, right? No one's collecting testimonials for their business. They should, but they often don't. People aren't sharing their social proof, their best testimonials, their reviews earlier in the sales process to help win them more deals when in fact they should. So there's all these little holes, and the opportunity is wherever you are. If you are more advanced and you have technology systems, perfect. We have everything there to integrate with these systems. And if you're a beginner, you can start with just the basics and actually grow your way into these advanced systems all within us. I can say a lot of people have migrated away from their Active Campaigns or their MailChimp accounts or their Infusionsoft, like if they're overpaying for complex systems that they're not actually using to their fullest extent, like MailChimp and Active Campaign are a little bit more expensive for sending emails. So those have been some common platforms that we've taken users away from. And they've found a home in here at Dubb that's more cost effective and a single login. So we've definitely helped a lot of people migrate from other tools to just within Dubb, cut their extra bills, like save some money, but also be more effective, because at the end of the day, the tools that work are the ones that you actually use. So when you get in there and you're actually using this tool because of your familiarity with it, that's going to be the best system for you. And we've had our users like yourself, Russ, where you started from day one, sending a simple video email all the way to course creation, automation, distribution, workflows, the whole 9 yards. And so that's what we like to see. And that's where many of our users have taken that journey. They've started just in their entrepreneurial sort of first venture out into something, maybe a real estate agent, and gone all the way to, growing their business with us. And so it's been a great journey.
Well, and the one thing that I really appreciate about the team is that you provide a lot of feedback and support and a lot of information on the tool, different ways to do it, and you're continuing to think about what the user base, people like myself, what can I do to help me as a user understand and appreciate and improve my business. And that's the thing that I really want to make sure that people resonate with, is that it's not all about Dubb. It's all about the user community using Dubb.
Right.
And there's a big difference in that philosophy in business. And I think that has to be amplified and, transported to everyone out in the world, because as the number one self-proclaimed fan of Dubb, hashtag LoveMyDubb, I just have to imagine that anyone can find value from it, number one. And there's a ton of opportunity out there that people haven't even touched on. And I just want to thank both of you for being here today. And I just wanted to, I want to continue this conversation with different people from Dubb, different users from Dubb. Sullivan here is going to be, Sully is going to be down there. Darius, did you get my testimonial request?
If it was today, not yet. It's been a busy day, but if it was today, I'll get to it. If not, resend it. If it was over the weekend or something, it was a long weekend, so resend it to me. I'll get you.
But we got a lot of fans out there, a lot of people doing something with Dubb, and I just want to continue. So any last words that you want to share with anyone out there, Darius?
Just whatever is stopping you from growing your business, whatever is preventing you from taking action, do your best to overcome that, and come talk with us, and we'll help you out. Get over some of those hurdles and get you growing.
What about you, Rob? You got any words of wisdom that we can use to continue to improve our marketing and outreach?
Yeah. So the simplest thing I can say is all this technology, it's just one step at a time. No one knew it until they knew it. So it's just come with the best training. Darius runs it every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. PST, and the team is fantastic. So whatever your goal is, we'll help you achieve it. Just take the next step and come see us.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. If you're watching this in the future or you want to join next week, it's Wednesdays at 12:15 Pacific Standard Time or Arizona time right now. And I LoveMyDubb.com. You can join. You can sign up for the 6-day mini course. You can reach out to me anytime at bookruss.com. Happy to answer your questions. If you have thoughts or ideas, or you want to just brainstorm with somebody, just book a time on my calendar, and I'd be more than happy to have a conversation. And if I can't answer the question, I know I have people in my network that can answer the questions. So appreciate you, and thank you so much for being here, because I love the idea that we can do this, we can share this, we can improve it, because my mission in life is to help more people, because kindness is cool and smiles are free. So I want you to enjoy the day. Take care, everyone.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.